This weather report brought to you by Seafood Market at Caloundra, Bulcock Street.
G'day, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. Hot, dry winds pushed the fire meter into the red zone across the southeast corner of Queensland today. Matt moved the focus of storms into central and northern Queensland, but tomorrow most of the state should be drier and a little cooler. Sunny Coast Airport had a temp range today of 22 to 29 degrees, with humidity rising to 79% after the sea breeze kicked in. It was dry before that. Highest rainfall total from yesterday's storms, 38 millimetres at Dagan Pocket. On the satellite loop now, it started first, we were just seeing a lot of middle and high clouds streaming in from the west, but that changed this afternoon when, as expected, along a trough line we started to see that popcorn cloud, which we call cumulonimbus or thunder clouds, forming mostly through central and northern Queensland, but even through the Wide Bay we saw a bit of it. No warnings were issued, but thunderstorms got quite close to severe status, none quite, although previously we'd had some hail measured, some quite big stuff, and tomorrow that storm line will push further north again, just into the deep tropics. Today's chart, what we see is that trough line. It's already pushed north since yesterday, dividing that humid air mass to the north, the dry mass to the south. On tomorrow's chart, the trough line pushes further north, exposing the whole of southern and central Queensland to slightly cooler, drier weather. Now, the latest from the Weather Bureau, boating for Sunshine Coast waters, southwest winds up to 25 knots, but then shifting easterly 10 to 15 in the afternoon. Wednesday's winds, northwest to northeast, 10 to 15 knots, and same again on Thursday. The last of the north winds been chopping up some of our popular tourist beaches, but the incoming westerly starting to clean the surface and stabilise the small swell. Tomorrow starts out with a high tide, followed by a fairly rapid current moving lots of water out in time for the lunchtime low tide. The new moon's due this Thursday. Now, Southeast Coast District, mostly sunny and a bit cooler, no more fire weather warning. Maroochydore, 29 degrees, much more comfortable. Nambour, also 29, Gympie 30. Looking ahead, a few days of dry weather ahead, also slightly cooler, especially at night, but it'll warm up again fairly smartly in time for the next potential storm opportunity on Sunday. People keep asking me why the wind drops off at night, even though the isobar spacing stays the same. Well, if you're out at sea, you'll notice the wind blows steady round the clock. But over land, the cool night air forms a protective dome that diverts the wind high up above the treetops. Now, in the daytime, the hot land causes bubbles of rising and sinking air to destroy this protective dome, allowing the wind to work its way down to the surface again. So the isobars just give you an overall picture of the wind, but not the fine details. Have a nice evening. Now it's back to the team.
Yeah, wonderful, Liv. Good on you, mate. Thank you very much for your company and thank you for joining us. We hope you'll stay with us. Our bulletin continues with 7 News, the National Bulletin. I'm going home. I'll see you tomorrow night. Take care. Good night.